Ladies and gentlemen, the Mariah May story must be studied. I have to talk about this. We have to break this down because there's a lot of things we can learn about her journey, her route to WWE, and the decision making that she made to get there. This is a woman from the UK, grew up watching WWE. Okay, she grew up loving WWE, and she decided that she wanted to be a wrestler. This woman tried out in the UK and failed. Okay, she learned a lot. It was an experience for her, didn't make it. What did she do? She took her behind to Japan, which is something more people should do, honestly. More women and men should go to Japan, work a couple years, improve your craft, and then try to make a move. She goes to Stardom, has a solid run, become tag team champions with Mina, joins her faction, does some comedy bits, has some good matches, some physical matches, grows, develops, gets better, right? And then, because she's working in Stardom, caught the eye of one Tony Khan. Now, this is where it gets kind of interesting, because from what I understand, once she became available, Tony Khan liked her look, liked the package that was Mariah May. So he decided to sign her to a 2-year deal. Now that's the part that's kind of confusing because actually she's been in AEW less than 2 years. Somehow she's already out of her contract. It's kind of confusing. I don't feel like it's been 2 years. Maybe I'm wrong. Unless she signed early. Maybe she signed in June of 2023. Whatever. We don't know. Maybe it was 2023 she signed in the summer. We don't know, right? But it's a 2-year deal, which is interesting. Was Tony Khan that desperate to sign Mariah May, who he saw as a star, that he signed her to a 2-year deal that she could get out very easily? Honestly, folks, to be honest with you, Tony Khan has egg on his face. He has egg on his face because this man should have known where Mariah May's heart laid, okay? Where it stood. Any 13-year-old kid, hell, 9-year-old kid, 8-year-old kid, you can take her behind the Twitter and search Mariah May in WWE and find out how she feels. She didn't hide it. This woman is a WWE stan of the highest proportions. There's evidence on Twitter going way back. Anybody can see it. We can all see it. She's asking Triple H to sign her. She's talking about the talent. She's gushing over WWE. She loves it with all her heart. It's right there for everybody to see. It's not something else hidden, okay? He should have known that Mariah May's end game was the WWE. Should have known that. It was there for everybody to see. I mean, look what's happening right now. We're all tweeting about it. It was obvious. But this man, I have to believe, was so desperate to sign her that he gave her a 2-year deal that she could easily just walk out of and go to her dream job. It's weird. I have to say that Tony Khan looks bad. Sorry. I mean, either sign her to a longer contract. Yeah, I don't know. He really wanted her clearly, but I don't know why. I don't know how you end up with a 2-year deal. That just doesn't make sense to me. Unless he was desperate to sign her. He must have been desperate. The only thing that makes sense. So after less than 2 years, she walks right out of AEW and debuts last night on AEW in NXT. Now it's funny, Money in T. Come on, Pedro. I'll try to learn it. You're not familiar with Mariah May. You're not familiar with Mariah May? You don't watch AEW? You didn't watch what they're calling the greatest feud of all time? You didn't watch that? In the AEW's women's division? That's what it was, according to AEW and stands. Okay, it was the greatest women's feud ever. I'm not gonna try to like downgrade that feud. It was a very, very great feud. But now Mariah May is now in WWE and she's excited, very excited. So much, she's so much excited that she's taken to Twitter and she's tweeting up a storm about it right now as we speak. Imagine if they make her champion the same day of All In. That could happen. So let's head over to Mariah May's Twitter page real quick and take a gander. Because the woman is tweeting up a storm. So she cuts this strong promo about damn time. I'm here. I'm arrived. I wrestle all around the world, not in AEW, all around the world, right? And I'm here. I've arrived, and I'm going to take over, right? Leading into the sex appeal, leading into the glamour gimmick, all works well. Crowd's hyped for her. Great debut, right? New bio. She's hyped about her bio. WWE superstar. And part of me is saying, okay, she's, this is her dream. And she's excited about it. But she really isn't holding back with how much she's gleeful about her move. Even more so than Jade was and Stephanie was. And this leads people thinking that, oh, she's ungrateful or she's not really caring about AEW, whatever. First of all, it's a job, so who cares? She's not obligated to be loyal to any company. Okay, it's a paying job. That's all it is. That's number one. And two, is there something else going on here with Mariah May? Maybe. Does she love the way her booking was in AEW? Maybe not. Let's not forget. Her feud with Toni Storm was great. That was great. But her reign as champion was awful. And her feud with Mina Shirakawa was disappointing. So as everybody's out here praising Tony Khan's booking of Mariah May, let's be clear. When it comes to Mariah May and her title reign, it was not good. And her booking with Mina was disappointing. Okay. When it comes to Toni Storm and that mesh and that feud, it was great. But everything else was not great. Her reign was very, very bad. And maybe Mariah May remember that. And maybe she didn't like that. And maybe she was happy to get the hell out of there. Well, we know she was happy to get out of there because look at how she's tweeting right now. This woman swindled everyone, okay? She played it to perfection. I mean, I don't think you can play it any better than this. I mean, from a UK tryout to Stardom to a 2-year deal with AEW, got the hell out of there, and then went to her dream job. I mean, what can you say? Well, I'm gonna tell you what you can say. AEW is in a spot where, due to prestige and nostalgia and the WWE being around for a while, they're screwed when it comes to these talent and what they dream of doing. Nobody dreams of wrestling in AEW. AEW has been around for like 6 years, okay? So long as the dream is the WWE, Tony Khan and AEW are going to have a lot of trouble when it comes to retaining some of these talents that grew up watching WWE and believe they can make it. These people are not scared of, oh, look at these. I see people trying to make Mariah May scared, saying, oh, hey, Mariah May, look at these cuts. That's so stupid. Like, how dumb are you to say something like that? It's like saying, hey, don't sign with the San Francisco 49ers because the last quarterback got cut. What? You think you're great. You think you're the difference maker. You're confident in yourself. You're not going to not sign somewhere because somebody else got cut. Are you crazy? These people believe in themselves, okay? They have egos. They have dreams. They have goals. They have belief. Like, okay, just because somebody got cut doesn't mean I'm going to get cut. Doesn't mean I can't make it, okay? So, like, this is so stupid. Like, have you not seen sports? This is how it works. People get cut, they get released, whatever. Next person comes in and they try, okay? And that's what she's going to do. I believe, based on the way she's been presented last night, she's going to have the machine behind her. I think she's going to do very well because she has a great look, great gimmick. She loves the business, clearly. She loves WWE. So she's going to do what they want, whatever they ask her to do, and she's going to make it work. And I think the fact that she's from the UK, that could work in her favor for that market is great. So just like Stephanie, like Mariah May, these women have dreams. They had goals, and their dreams were WWE, not AEW. Which is why when Stephanie Vaquer was on the phone with the WWE trying to get more money out of them. He said, "Hey, by the way, AEW offered this." They said, "Okay, take that. Good luck." Right? When she hung up the phone, she started crying. Why? Because she realized that her dream was the WWE, and she hung up the phone on her dream. And Shawn Michaels called her back, and the rest is history, right? So, as long as WWE is the dream, W will be struggling when it comes to this talent. Okay? So yes, Tony Khan made a mistake with his little 2-year deal. Again, it must have been desperation. What's up, Keenan? Nothing else makes sense. Now, some people say that Mariah May is going to win the belt immediately. Sure, it's possible. Am I convinced? Not necessarily. I think some folks may be surprised. I think JC James' reign will be a little longer. If Mariah May, well, we'll know what her name will be. It could just be Mariah May with the E instead of a Y, right? They could do that. But if Mariah May is going to stay a babyface, it may be beneficial to give her some adversity, similar to what they did with Julia, instead of giving her the belt right away. Maybe to give her some adversity, I don't know, but that could work well. Ultimately, she will be champion ultimately at some point in NXT. I think JT Jane will have a longer run than people think because of the faction she has. I think when she drops the belt, it'll be because of Fallon Henley finally turning. Because if you remember, she beat Stephanie Vicaire because of Fallon Henley. So she'll lose the belt because of Fallon Henley. It's poetry. It rhymes, okay? That's like, it's not what, what's his face? George Lucas said. It's poetry. It rhymes, okay? She won the belt because of Fallon Henley. She'll drop the belt because of Fallon Henley. That's how it works. So yeah, dreams come true. I am happy for Mariah May. Another comment I've seen from the IWC, very stupid. I talked about this before. This comparison with Tiffany Stratton makes no sense whatsoever. Two completely different characters and gimmicks. Only thing similar is that they're both Caucasian and both blonde. It's just as dumb as the comparison between Bianca and Sasha Banks. When folks are making that comparison, it's lazy and it's all surface. Two completely different characters. I could break it down for you if I wanted to. If you want me to, I could. Not the same, okay? Two completely different characters. Both are just blonde. I'm excited for her. Great American Bash is the same week as All In. That's where Mariah May wins the belt. Sure, but ultimately the talk of, I keep telling folks, the talk of that week is not going to be what happens in the Great American Bash. Talk of that weekend will be Evolution. Evolution is the last show of the weekend that'll carry the news. The all women's PLE, the media will eat that up. They'll eat it up. That PLE will carry the news. It'll carry the headlines. So don't need to have Mariah May win the belt at the Great American Bash to stick it to AEW. Evolution will carry the news. So I could see JC Jane retaining, not against Mariah May. I could see Mariah May wrestling on that card and winning, and JC Jane beat somebody else. Maybe she beats Last Legend. Maybe she beats Connie Jordan. Maybe she beats Jada Parker, whatever. I could see her retaining and Mariah May face somebody else. But I'm not convinced it has to be Mariah May winning the belt at on All In, the day of All In. It's possible. I'm not saying it's impossible. I think people are cutting JC Jane short. I think JC Jane can have a little bit longer run than folks realize. Could be wrong though. I mean, I could be wrong. People were complaining the heck out of Bianca and Jade. Comparing, you're right. When do you think Zarya turns on Soul? They're slow burning it. When's the next big NXT show? Like Heatwave? When I say big, I mean bigger than the Great American Bash. Like the summer show, like a summer Heatwave show. Maybe then. That's the end game for Soul, I think. She may have another title defense before then. But the slow burning it for sure. Yeah, Heatwave, yeah. That'd be my guess with the match. But yeah, Tony Khan, they done goofed with the 2-year deal. I wonder, kind of funny what's going on with AEW. Nobody talking about Camille really. Nobody really talking about Britt Baker. These women are like absent. Nobody really cares. It's interesting. And again, the way Mariah May is talking online, I'm convinced that she wasn't really feeling her AEW run. Because the way she's not really like, she's very gleeful about this. Obviously because her dream is being fulfilled. That's her goal. This is her goal, but no regard for AEW at all. And I think it's kind of telling. It could be nothing, but I think it could be telling. Don't think those fans care about Camille. They don't. But shouldn't they? Shouldn't they care about the talent? The poor talent on the roster, shouldn't they care? What I hear all the time with WWE. Mariah May with the congrats balloons and the teddy bear and the cake. I mean, she's basking in her in her move. Congratulations on WWE, Mariah. That is so cool for her. Again, this is her dream. This woman was at the Royal Rumble, WrestleMania. That's what I'm saying. Like, Tony Khan should have known. Tony Khan should have known on her Twitter alone. Do your research, my guy. Lock her down for longer than 2 years. But I think he was desperate. Good on Mariah May for getting that deal. Where is the new generation of AW talent? In Stardom. That's what they think, at least. I think they're hoping to steal talent from Stardom. Steal Azumi. Steal. I mean, it took Mina. But I think Azumi is probably the next target for them. People of that ilk, they'll try. But beyond that, I mean, there's no PC. So just the indies. Calling up chicks from the indies and signing ex-WWE talent. Right, signing a Cora Jade. Signing a Dakota Kai. Signing a B. Priestley. Stuff like that. That's where they're going to get their talent from. A la Toni Storm. I mean, the biggest star they have in the women's division was in WWE at one point. Oh, and both of them. Both of them. Now they have Willow. They could build, I said both of them, I mean Mercedes and Toni Storm. Now they have Willow. They can build around Willow. But yeah, we'll see. Willow was a good signing for them, a good get. Re-signing her was huge. Had they lost her, boy, it'd been rough. Rough sailings. Really rough sailings for them. This is one hell of a headline from Thunder Rosa. If this was WWE, it'd be a bigger headline for sure. Thunder Rosa on potentially becoming champion again. What the F do I have to do? Show my tits? Imagine if that was a WWE superstar. I mean, the double standards are crazy. Crazy. Where's Bayley? On vacation. She'll be back after Money in the Bank to face Becky Lynch. Because Becky Lynch will probably win the belt. We'll see. But she'll be facing Becky Lynch at Evolution, for sure. I don't know what the comment was crazy it was. They need to push Chris Statlander. They need to push Willow and Chris Shore. I think Willow should be the face of the company right now, but she's not. Teddy's gonna move. Mercedes Moné will move. She will. She'll go back to WWE. They're dropping the ball on Jamie Hayter a bit. But hey, they got Tekla. We'll see how that goes for her and them. Anyway, so that's my talk on Mariah May. I think Mariah May will do very well in WWE. I think that Mariah May played it to perfection. She played them all. Okay, she played them all. Got her move. Very, very impressive. Very impressive. Now, there's idiots, like I said, on both sides. With the WWE fans saying she's Timu Tiffany, which is stupid. I already said, completely different characters. You have some people on AW side saying, "Oh, wasn't that good anyway," or "Willow's better," or whatever. Tony Storm made her. That nonsense. It's all nonsense. Um, her booking could have been better. Could have been better. Her reign and her other feuds beyond Tony Storm should have been good. How much longer do you think Bianca will be with that broken finger? I don't know. Hopefully not that longer. I see no reason why she can't be on SmackDown this week. No reason why. Why not? You're good enough to show up and talk. I mean, Rhea Ripley isn't wrestling. You show up on the show, you talk, you cut a promo. You don't have to wrestle. You just talk on the mic until you're ready to go. No excuse. Oh yeah, another thing I noticed last night, Jordynne Grace. All the talk from the dirt sheets about Jordynne Grace going to SmackDown. Was she on SmackDown? No. She's still in NXT. So the dirt sheets still don't know everything clearly because she is not on the main roster just yet. Okay. Speaking of main roster, no, who's not on the main roster? Lainey Reed. I'm excited for Lainey Reed. She debuted on NXT last night. Crowd was familiar with her because of her level up time. She got a good reaction from the crowd. This woman can go. She is very athletic. She has very good moveset. She can cook in the ring. And I'm excited that she's finally getting this move. As you can see, she bypassed Evolution. Not Evolution. My bad. She bypassed Evolve because she has already evolved past that show. Okay, she's ready to go in NXT. I like how they had her next to Fatal Influence, and in between them and Mariah May, they kept her in the frame, which shows that she's next up. So I like that. So they had other women there fighting face to black. You had Lainey Reed, Mariah May, and Fatal Influence all on the same shot together. So she got spotlight there. I'm a fan. She can go. She trained with Charlotte Flair. She helped Charlotte Flair come back. They had her at the tryouts working, so they trust her a lot. She can go. She's good. I'm looking forward to seeing what she does with a proper run in NXT because her level up stuff was very, very good. Very, very good wrestler. Very promising future ahead of her. I'm excited for Lainey Reed. Is it odd that Kendall Gray felt like the face of Evolve, but not anymore? It is kind of odd. I thought they're going to put the belt on Kendall Gray. They're not. They didn't. We'll see how it goes for her. But Kendall Gray and Lainey Reed has some bangers on Level Up and some of the dark shows for NXT. But they like her a little bit better than Kendall Gray right now. But I'm a fan of Kendall Gray for sure. I think Kendall Gray's time will come. But I did think that she was going to win the belt. I did. But they're doing with Armstrong, so we'll see how that goes. But Lainey Reed is a demon. She is. I think she is going to have a very, very good NXT run. Really do. You're surprised that Zeta Steel hasn't featured more with the Evolve? Gotten screen time, but not that much match time. I don't think. I could be wrong. I don't watch Evolve every week. I don't. To be fair, I don't watch Evolve every week, so I can't really speak on it. Oh, here's a fun one tonight. I'll be watching this one to see how Jen Tala is coming along. Holly Bright is still there. She's not cut yet. So hopefully Holly Bright has a good showing. I honestly don't think Holly Bright... I'm worried. If you're a Holly Bright stan, I'm a little worried for you. But I think they are interested in Gentala. We'll see how she looks tonight. I'm not really so sure about Carly Bright's future. We'll see though. We'll see. Does Brooke Jansen seem like a write-off? That was really weird. Either he's getting cut, or he's taking a break, or something, or he's injured. I don't know. But they had what's her face? Lizzie Dame, not Lizzie Dame, Izzy Dame took him out with a chair and kicked him out of the culling. So I don't know what's happening there. Maybe he'll be gone for a little bit or whatever. Maybe he'll join Briggs. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. Let's talk Money in the Bank. So, like I said before, told you guys, Stephanie McCare was going to double dip. She's going to be double dipping on Saturday, and that's exactly what happened. She defeated Liv and Ivy Nile by pinning Ivy Nile. She will be in that match. That gives us a 6-woman match. 6 women are Stephanie, not Liv, Stephanie, Roxanne Perez, Naomi, Alexa Bliss, Rhea Ripley, and Julia. Star-studded 6 new women from the NXT that got called up. Great looking match. I believe Naomi should win. Nothing else makes that much sense in my head. I think Naomi is the clear-cut favorite from a storytelling perspective. Roxanne Perez is mixing it up with Liv Morgan and Finn. She has a storyline. Alexa Bliss is working with Charlotte Flair. That's a story, it seems. Julia will be taking the belt off of Zelina Vega in due time. So yeah, Rhea Ripley is a walking briefcase, and we have somebody who's that over in a baby face. They simply do not need to win the Money in the Bank. It makes no sense. She can get a title shot whenever she wants, so she's out of there. That leaves one person, really, Naomi. Her storyline, her character, everything in between works very well for the briefcase. I would say that is what they should do. Put the briefcase on that woman and let her cook. We'll see what happens. For the men, you had Andrade Americano getting in there, causing the internet to freak out. They thought CM Punk was going to get in. It's almost too obvious that Seth is going to win, which is why I think he might not. He may not. And if not him, I guess it depends how much the Triple H liked the Money in the Bank briefcase. Because it's been reported that he doesn't like it very much. And if he doesn't like it, he could use it to have Ronde Americano cash in on Vikingo or Vikingo, whatever. He can have that happen, or somebody can cash in on Jacob Fatu. The report that he doesn't like it, the Money in the Bank briefcase, makes sense from a storytelling perspective. If you have a plan, don't want to work in the Money in the Bank stuff, that can be kind of annoying. It can be a burden. It can be a complication rather than a story beat that's interesting. Like, oh my God, I got to deal with this year again. Same Money in the Bank stuff. How am I going to work it in this time? What are we going to do this time? If he hates it and he's messing up his storylines, I can see him using it in a smaller capacity for TNA. Maybe somebody cashes in on a TNA champion, or to cash in on Triple A champion, or whatever, Get it out of the way from the main storyline if it's bothering him. I don't know if it is bothering him, though. I don't know. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. I don't know. You see him winning it in the unmasking? That'd be kind of funny. I can see that. Especially, again, if he doesn't want the briefcase to get involved with the world title picture, he could have it be on Chad Gable, have him run around with it. It'd be kind of funny. If it's a storytelling burden for him. Maybe it's not. Maybe he likes it, but if he doesn't, get it out of the way, I would say. He might do that. People are already doing the fantasy booking. The Glamour versus La Primera. Be going to watch. LA Knight wins and catches it in next year. Catches in like a heel or like a face. Like catches in for a opportunity at a PLE, or does he catch in like a heel? I don't mind either way. I don't mind either way. Yeah, catching in on who? Like a Seth Rollins? Like Seth wins it off of Jay, and then he catches in on Seth later on. I don't know. Don't see Cena or Cody losing to him at all. No, sure don't. Agreed. He might cash in this year to get moved to Raw. I can see Money in the Bank winner cashing in on Cena. No, I can't. Cena will drop the belt to Cody Rhodes. It depends on who's champ by then. Sure. Definitely. Sure does. Let's see here. What else happened that I missed on Raw that I didn't talk about on Raw? I love Becky Lynch's promo, by the way. Heel Becky Lynch is so good. I love her promos. I love her energy. I love everything she's bringing to Lyra Valkyria storyline. So much so, I'd be fine if she won the belt at Money in the Bank. I know some folks think, oh, she doesn't need it. She doesn't need it. Well, she's such a good storyteller. And if the storyline warrants it, I have no problem with her winning that belt whatsoever. I don't have a problem with it. Lyra would be fine. But the visual of Lyra having to raise Becky Lynch's hand might be too good to pass up. If Becky Lynch loses, you can't challenge Lyra again. Are you excited about that one? Do you like that story beat? Are you interested in that? I don't know if you can have Becky Lynch lose again and have me be invested in the Bayley storyline. Because at that point, she's a loser. She keeps losing. So why would I care about a Bayley-Becky feud when she's coming off another loss to Lyra? I don't buy it. I don't buy it. Maybe she beats Lyra by hook or crook and she's champion, and we see how it goes. Liv told Finn that it's not Dom that she can't trust. Yeah, she can't trust Finn. She can't trust Finn. That's the line that's what she's saying. She can't trust Finn. And she's right to not trust him. Yep, sets up Bayley versus Becky at Evolution for the IC title. I see that. What would Lyra be doing? I don't know. But I could see Becky, Bayley for the IC title at Evolution for sure. And somebody get Ludwig Kaiser out of the creative jail. Yeah, I don't know what's going on there. I don't know what's going on. It's kind of weird. Sometimes, to be fair, sometimes there's things going on backstage behind the scenes that we don't know. Maybe something's going on that we don't know about. So let's not get too crazy about it. But it is kind of weird. It is weird. But could be stuff going on behind the scenes. That's all I'm gonna say. A Lyra heel turn is a slow build, but you can see it getting in her character. I think she's just pissed. I think she's just pissed right now. There's nothing wrong with a fiery babyface. But you could be right. You could be right. But her finger's still wrecked. No. Her finger is still wrecked. Okay, so swelling going down a bit. I think it's going down a bit, but still kind of like swollen a little bit there. Still a little swollen. This injury is annoying. Still a little swollen. That shouldn't stop her from being on TV. If she misses Evolution, I'm gonna be very upset. If she misses Evolution, I'm gonna be very, very upset. It's funny how wrestling media is downplaying how Thunder Rosa. Wait, let me make sure it's not playing. Mute. Oh, never mind. This desktop audio was muted. Okay. It's funny how wrestling media is downplaying how Thunder Rosa and Diana feels about AEW. Yeah, because they don't care, or because it doesn't get clicks, or because they're admitting that AEW is small fry, right? And so who cares how they feel about that little underdog that could? Oh, but the big juggernaut WWE, that's the devil. So, you know, every little thing is blown up when it comes to WWE, but AEW, matter. Looks like Karen Cross deal is coming up. I hope they re-sign him, but if they don't, I get it. I guess they'll be fine without Karen Cross. But I would like to see him get a chance, but we'll see. I don't know. We will see. What's happening tonight on AEW? I have no idea. I have no clue. Yeah, I have no idea. I did not. Somebody asked her on Twitter if she still wrestles, and she said, not really. I didn't see that one. I'm not in tune with the AEW's talk. But yeah, they don't care, man. They don't care. Cross in NXT, not NXT, Cross in TNA would be kind of cool. I want to see him get a main roster chance, but TNA should sign him if he gets available for sure. I did not know that she said that. Let me see. Not know that whatsoever. Let's see. I didn't see that. She probably deleted it or something like that. I don't know. She did retweet Tony Khan saying don't gatekeep AEW. That's so stupid. You have AEW fans saying, "Hey, should we gatekeep the company?" Like, how dumb are you? Say something like that. Sound ridiculous. Like, what? Why would you want to gatekeep anything? Wouldn't you want to open it up to everybody to see? Like, why are you trying to gatekeep pro wrestling or like your favorite promotion? It's so stupid. Like not all AEW fans, but some of them are the most annoying, stupid fan base you'll see anywhere. Don't get me wrong. There's stupid people everywhere. But some of these like holier than that, they're not holier than that, but like some of them think they're so smart about wrestling and they think they're so like in the know about stuff and how things work and they just talk out their ass. Like some AEW fans are just like the worst, man. I'm telling you. Ever thought about doing a watch party for Stardom or Marigold? It'd be in the morning, early in the mornings, considering most of the time is live in the morning. Have I thought about it? No. Some AEW fans swear AEW is the only company where real graps, yeah, where the real people wrestle, the real wrestling goes on, right? The way it's properly supposed to be done. The proper place wrestling takes place is in AEW, right? That's the kind of stuff that had people not wanting to watch. The more obnoxious and snooty and snobby you come off, you're just deterring fans from joining you. Like you should be wanting more fans to come in, but you're gatekeeping to the point where Tony Khan got to come out and say, "Don't gatekeep, folks." Embarrassing. What's more likely for Evolution, Bianca versus Tiffany or Bianca versus Naomi? For Evolution, Bianca Naomi, for sure. That's more likely. I'm not sure about Bianca Tiffany anytime soon, honestly. That's face versus face. Jade Cargill has been trying to get the title shot for a while now. I don't think Bianca Belair will get a title shot before Jade. So, without like a proper one. Where I see it, Jade needs to have a title match first because she's first in line right now. You know, before Bianca Belair. I would think. I could be wrong, but that's what I think. Today is Wednesday, and this Saturday is a bunch of shows. I have not given my breakdown for at all. Worlds Collide and Money in the Bank this weekend. There's only 4 matches in Money in the Bank. Worlds Collide looked like a great show. Worlds Collide is a new kind of thing for WWE. Interesting. I'm excited about it. What else? Yeah, those are the 2 shows this weekend. I'm sure that's a collision, but we'll see what happens there. You think we get Kyrie versus Io? I think we're gonna get Kyrie and Io as a tag team for a bit. I mean, Kyrie Sane beat Liv Morgan and Raquel in singles matches. They're both tag team champions. So we would think that will lead to a tag team match, maybe next week, even. I can see Liv and Raquel against Io and Kyrie Sane next week. If not, maybe not for the title, but a tag match next week, maybe. They are stalling with Io and Tiffany until Money in the Bank. After Money in the Bank, we're on the road to Night of Champions, and I'm assuming they'll start cooking for that show once Money in the Bank is over. Because right now, Io has no real feud. Just helped out Kyrie Sane on Monday, which leads me to believe we're getting a tag match. We're getting Kyrie and Io versus Liv Raquel, maybe even next week. Maybe even next Raw. That could happen. Now, if they lose, wouldn't it be something Kyrie turned on Io? Very slim chance of that happening at this point, I think. Very slim, but it'd be funny. Kyrie turned on Io if they lost to Liv and Raquel. That could work. But I don't think it's going to happen. I do not think so at all. Jade Cargill acknowledges the cheap cake that Naomi sent her. Happy birthday, Jade. You get that birthday that Naomi made you. Birthday cake made you. Oh, I messed that up. Happy birthday, Jade. You get that birthday what Naomi made you. There is razor blade in that cake. Okay, that's why I was confused because it's bad English. I had some cheap cake at my gate. The girl was trying to kill me. Good stuff. Give Naomi the damn briefcase. Give her the briefcase. Don't look back. Just do it. It makes too much sense. Just do it. Again, dreams come true. Went from modeling WWE stuff to debuting on NXT. What a journey for the young Mariah May. Only 26. She's only 26. She has a long career ahead of her. She's younger than Megan Bain. She's only 26, folks. Young. Plenty of time to cook. Younger than Last Legend as well. Could you see Naomi cash in during Jade versus Tiffany? Yes. Io versus Liv Morgan at Night of Champions. And Rhea Ripley doing what? Whenever somebody says someone else other than her, by her I mean Rhea Ripley, at a show against Io, I'm fine with that. But you have to explain to me what Rhea is doing. Only way I'll let that slide, only way I'll let it slide is if you tell me what Rhea is doing. Because Mommy would be gunning for that spot. So why is Mommy not going to be in that spot? Only thing I can think of is if there's like a number one contenders match, like a fatal 4-way or 5-way for the number one contendership. Rhea gets screwed or something like that, and somebody else gets a pin. That I can explain it. But beyond that, you have to explain to me how Rhea Ripley is not facing Io. How? How? Do you think Triple H could sell on booking Oba? What do you mean he could sell on? What do you mean? I think Rhea Ripley wins a battle royal on the Saudi show to face Io. Io did that last year? I don't remember what you're talking about. Oh, I remember what you're talking about. It wasn't on a Saudi show, it was on Raw. Right. Io beat she won the battle royal by taking out Lyra at the end. He faced Liv Morgan. I remember that. Saudi was throw me off. Saudi just throw me off, but maybe there's another battle royal. Yeah, she did that to face Liv Morgan. I remember that. And Liv won clean, and the internet was upset. Look at Io now. Why it's good to shut up for a minute. Don't complain. Do not complain. All right. Any questions about anything? Any questions before I wrap it up? Is Kathy Kelly trying to become a manager? I don't know. Getting more acting gigs. She's being more front facing to the camera. Maybe. I don't know. Io stands don't know how to not complain. That's true. They really don't. They really don't. That's true. Some of them are fine. Like I'm an Io fan. I'm a fan. Io stands. Some of them are kind of weird. I'm not gonna lie. They can't accept anything. They can't accept anything beyond perfection for the booking. Now, I will admit that right now, Io's booking, her booking is not great, but that's more of a babyface thing, not a Io Sky thing. But yeah, we'll see what happens post Money in the Bank. So after Saturday, we'll see, because we're now on the road to Night of Champions. Maybe we'll get like a battle royal or a multi-woman match of some sorts. We'll see. But I like the Finn Liv Morgan stuff. I told folks that when Liv Morgan lost, the loss will tie into the storyline. Finn said, things not looking great for you, Liv. You lost again, right? That's part of the story. That she's struggling. And Finn is enjoying it and reveling in her pain. It's a part of the storyline. Part of the storyline. Yeah, but Io and Liv are Io's just backstage, kind of walking around with the belt these days. Again, wait until after Money in the Bank, and we'll see what happens then. What else we got here? Any other questions? I'll shut up. What about Omos? I don't know. Who knows what's going on with him? If Lyra retains because Bailey helps her, who does she face next, Roxanne? Or Stephanie? If Lyra retains and Becky can't face her again for the belt, got Roxanne, got Stephanie there as well. Those are probably your best options. Lois Stark is injured. Don't want to see Maxine. Unless you want to show the low-key legend, I think Natty should hurry up and turn heel. Because that's what she hinted towards that. When I asked her on Twitter, hey, Natty, when we're going to see the low-key legend, she had a wink emoji. So I believe we're going to get that eventually from Natty. They're doing the whole slow burn thing with Natty until we get the whole heel turn, and then the low-key legend shows up with her black mouth guard. It could be cool. It could be cool. I think at least. Bless me. What's going on there? Whoosh. Boy, that was a big sneeze. Heel Becky versus Io. That's the thing. If she loses again, you want to see a loser Becky face Io? I don't know about that one, but that's an option. But losing again and facing Io, I don't know. I could see her cheating to beat Lyra, then Lyra faces Io down the line. I can see that, but I can't see her losing to Lyra and then challenging Io. That doesn't work for me. That doesn't work for me, brother. I hope Kiana James comes back this month. That'd be cool. Nah, Becky should win. I think she probably should. Kiana James is still training with Charlotte Flair, so hopefully she'll be back soon. Love the talent, athletic, good in the ring. We'll see when she returns. Another Hooper. The Hooper for sure. You should update your video on women's strength of booking. I probably should. That definitely look different now. It definitely looks different. You would think. Or not. Women booking. It's not gonna help. It actually worked. It actually worked. Okay, let's see. Daughter. Still true. Still true. Daughter. Super strong. Bianca. Charlotte. Jade. Becky and Raquel. Reevaluate. Not super strong, but maybe I'll reevaluate that one. Bailey, Io go up to super strong. Asuka's been injured. Naomi has probably stayed the same. Lyra goes up to super strong. She keeps beating Becky clean. So Lyra goes up, Becky goes down. You can't consistently beat somebody who I consider to be super strong and be in the row below. So Lyra goes up, I guess. Or does Becky just go down? I don't know. She's gone from the company. Tiffany goes up to strong. Injured. I stay the same. Yeah, this could be yeah, I need to do this again. Dakota Kai gone. Conor James been injured for a while. Gone. Yeah. So many people are gone. gone, gone. Shotzi, gone. Higginbox, gone. Indy Hartwell, gone. Party Girls, gone. Wow, I need to redo this list for real. That'd be interesting. Create a Jade Charlotte Flair tag team. Another Jade tag team. I don't know about that one, folks. The lack of jobbers, yeah, it's getting kind of crazy. That's why I said folks need to get comfortable with very good wrestlers losing, because the jobbers are out of there. The jobbers are out of there. So most of the women can hoop, except for Maxine. Not to pick on Maxine, but that's a reality situation. Wow. TKO, F these jobbers, times are tough. Yeah, they're like not being used, so I got them out of there. But yeah, their visual is very telling when it comes to cuts. Very telling. I mean, gone, gone. She's 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 gone. The entire week to Super Week, all of them are gone except for Maxine and Natty and Chelsea Green and Kansas Ray. Who's the highest on this list that got cut? The highest on the list that's gone is Blair Davenport and Shayna Baszler and Dakota Kai. Crazy times, man. Crazy times. So I gotta add Julia, gotta add Stephanie, gotta add Roxanne to the main roster. Yeah, add Roxanne as well. Roxanne would probably bottom of strong right now, or top of mid, or bottom of strong. Julia would be like same spot as Roxanne. Stephanie would probably be in the strong for now. She only had one proper match. She went toe to toe with Io, but main roster she had one match, which was on Monday, and won that one. Probably being strong, but I need more of a sample size from her. But no doubt she will look strong. I have no doubt about that. Peyton Cross Scarlett next. That's rough. I don't know. It's rough though. That's really, really rough. We'll see. We'll see. All right, folks. That is it for the stream. Who can beat Jade clean? Rhea or Bianca? That's it. That's how strong she's booked. Rhea, Bianca, that's about it. And Charlotte could. So I had a ranked here, kind of like. So to the left, strongest are to the left. The strongest are to the left. So Rhea Ripley's the strongest because she's daughter, right? Charlotte's daughter. Then Bianca, who, if you remember at WrestleMania, hit her KOD on Rhea Ripley and had her for the 1-2-3. If it wasn't for Io Sky's moonsault coming out of nowhere, Bianca would have pinned Rhea Ripley there. So Rhea Ripley number one, then Bianca. I think Charlotte could beat Jade clean. After that, maybe Nia Jax on a good day. She catches Jade with the Annihilator. Something like that. But beyond that, that's it. That's how strong she's booked. Raquel, she had to go down. Let's go down. She just got pinned by Kairi Sane, crying out loud. She has to go down to probably like strong. We'll see. We'll redo it. We'll redo the list for sure. Wish Nia Jax was booked like an actual heel and dominant force. It was before, but now she's kind of like having a back burner a bit. Not booked as strong. She booked very competitively. She's a force for the most part, but it's not as strong as she was when you first came back and won the championship. Not that strong. But she's relatively strong. But we'll see. Tonight, AEW, Evolve, enjoy it, have fun. And remember, like I said before, fortunately for AEW, WWE is the dream. As long as the WWE is the dream, talent, more likely than not, will lean towards that company. Nobody grew up saying they wanted to wrestle in AEW because the promotion simply did not exist. That's the reality situation. Tony Khan signed people to longer contracts. Whatever, do what you got to do. But that's what you got to do. All right, folks. Talk to you guys later. Peace.